Hi, I'm Giles here from Wolverhampton Audi. Now I just wanted to do a video on this stunning Audi A5 Edition 1. It's actually to help my customer. There's a bit of a handover video, but before I share it with you guys, there seemed to be a bit of interest in getting more information on some of the other models in their range. I do apologise, we are by the main road here in Wolverhampton, so excuse any background noise. Camera also seems very shaky today, so I do apologise. But just a brief introduction into this car. This is a Quantum Grey A5 Edition 1, 40 TFSI, very nice spec. I think the colour combination on this is absolutely superb. If you are looking at one of these, just to help you, so this is the key. Wait for the camera to zoom in. Like all the Audi keys, you have got an emergency key just there, so if I just grab the camera, pull that bit out. So if for any reason there is a flat battery, these cars do have a conventional key, so allow you access to the vehicle. Just put that key back in. Also, likewise, like our other Audis, it's one click to open the car. You can set it so if you press and hold the unlock button, it will open all the windows. Press and hold the lock button, it will close all the windows. And this double click for the boot. A5 Sportbacks come with the two LED illuminations on the back. You've got your hooks for shopping bags. Just in the back here you've got warning triangle. There are some ancillary fuses in the back there and a bit of space. On the other side you've got little luggage net, first aid kit. This one does open. Let's have a look what's underneath there. So there's nothing really to access there apart from this little tag here. So again, this is a little emergency tag. If for any reason your fuel flap doesn't open, that's a manual release tag just there. It's handy to know. And you have also got a 12-volt socket in the back. Underneath the boot, you've got the battery in this vehicle, because this is the 2 litre 40 TFSI 190 PS. Toolkit is just underneath that cap. I'm not going to undo that there, but this will also have a tyre inflation kit. Still comes with a wheel brace, which is in that black bag just underneath. But yeah, being the 2 litres have the battery in the back because there's no space, but it does mean you can't specify the optional spare wheel. Big close button is just there. Nice R8 V10 starting up there. Being the Edition 1, this does come with the light illustration when you lock and unlock the vehicle. Just go around to the front, show you what that looks like. So these come with the matrix headlights. Now if it's a S-line, you'll have LED headlights, but you won't have dynamic indicators on the front, so you won't get that animation. You can also see that little blue flash there. This is actually a laser symbol just there. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. Absolutely stunning wheels on this. And also when you unlock the car at night, you get the illumination just underneath the door handles there. I'll show you the fuel filler. So if the car's on lights, the filler cap will open. Got a little holding point there for the filler cap whilst you're filling. This one isn't petrol, so it hasn't got the separate AdBlue tank. If it's a diesel, they have the AdBlue just there. So the minute this is set to 1 click opens the driver's door, 2 clicks to open the whole vehicle. You can change those settings inside the car. And in the back we've got ISOFIX points just there, so those are the caps that release that. 3 true seats. We've got a pull down armrest. And this is also a 40-20-40 split, so you've got the load through option just there. So that was just, if I just show you what I did there, if we pull down the armrest, there's a little handle just underneath the headrest that pulls the centre piece down. In the back as well, all A5s will come with 3-zone climate control, so you've got temperature control in the back, 12-volt output, and then some have the option of the 2 USBs in the back. That's here, USB B, and you can just see the ambient lighting underneath the seats and the footwell. There's no child lock key on the outside, that's controlled electronically inside. So these are your child locks for the 2 rear doors, which also control the windows. Illuminated kick plates on S lines upwards. Bonnet release is just there. Let's open up the bonnet. So middle of the badge, there's a lever that just pushes to the left. Got positive and negative terminals if you need to jump start. There's no oil dipstick on this. It's all done electronically, so either through the My Audi app or when you switch on the car it will tell you the oil level. If you do need to fill up oil, it's just there. Got coolant, which is still for life, so that'll be looked after on your servicing. And then pretty much the only reason you open the bonnet on these is you wash your fluids. That's just on the driver's side wing, unique location for that. Just want to remember, if you're pulling up to the petrol station trying to drag the hose over, it's on your driver's side. Okay, let's jump in the car, should be a bit quieter. Again, apologise for any poor sound, poor cameraman workship. I will try and be a bit more professional on these videos, but I just want to try and get the information across at the moment. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have as well, so just drop them in the comments below. This being the Edition 1, it comes with electric seats. Now, electric seats, if you're looking at a new A5, you can only get them on Edition 1 and the Vorsprung model. So, backrest control, you can tilt the seat. So just show you can tilt the base of the seat up and down, and then you've got overall height up and down. And then these here are for your lumbar support, so that's up and down, and then in and out on the backrest. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, yeah. And then also these seats will come with extendable thigh support just there. You've got your light switch, which is set to automatic. We can manually switch it across to side lights, dip beam. This will pop out and it adjusts the interior brightness of your lights of the dashboard. All weather lights, so it's like almost like a fog light built into the actual projection of the headlight, and then your rear fog light. Right, let's jump in. Super. That rattles just that little panel I've got in there at the moment, just greeting our customer. So this is, again, like I say, an Edition 1, so it has the piano gloss black inlays as opposed to aluminium inlays, which often come on the S lines. Oh, sorry, actually on the new S lines will come with black as well now, which is good. Push button start, it's just down there. See our mirrors fold out.
When she was 15, she had a
so we've got 2 ways to control the volume.
In
Either just there or on the driver's steering wheel, right hand side I should say. Let's just start the engine, clear the window a second. So steering wheel controls, on the left hand side we've got these buttons here control what's in your center screen. So we've got things like miles per gallon, we can adjust the different consumption, short-term memory, long-term memory, energy consumer. So all I'm doing is scrolling up and down with this. To select, you push, this acts as a button as well. I've got these two buttons to the side, so if I press this one it'll take you into an extended menu, and then on the right hand side you got return. You've got your music, telephone, and then sat nav. If I press view, that'll extend it out to the full display, and again using this scroll we can zoom in and out on the map, which is really good. On the left hand side you can see you've got your fuel gauge, sorry I should say, just on the left hand side. I normally use the this top function, shows you how many miles of fuel you got left, and you can see it's showing you what music's playing, the radio, your phone, the sat nav. Press view, go back to a more conventional view. So this is what they, on some vehicles you'll see this is Virtual Cockpit Plus. So what that means is you haven't got a separate fuel dial on the left and right on some of the vehicles. Also you can have a different driving screen, so let's see if this one will do that. So I don't think it is, no it isn't. Okay, so on some of our vehicles have got Virtual Cockpit Plus, like the Q7 for example. You can have a sports view, which is a bit like the RS6 dashboard. I'll see if I can do a video on those for you to show you what I mean. On the right hand side, like I already said, we've got volume up and down, track forwards and backwards, or station forwards and backwards, answer the phone, and then voice dial. Now this is also voice dial. If you press it once it will engage the car's built-in system. If you press and hold it, if you've got your phone paired, either Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, it will engage Hey Google or OK Google, sorry, or Hey Siri. I'm not going to spend too much time on the touchscreen because it's pretty self-explanatory, and I have done other videos on this. But home screen here, this you just click on whatever you want and just push on the button. There's a few things to note. If you press and hold on something, you can then choose to store it as a favourite. The sat nav system is powered by Google search, so not only can you search for a destination, but you can also search for things like a food establishment, let's say, and it'll bring up places in your locality. Also when it comes to entering, I'll go back to that actually. This is quite cool, so it can actually show you the reviews of a certain place. You can also search for parking at the destination, and it'll tell you the weather at the destination as well. You can click on that one there and it'll give you a bit more detail of the weather. So that's really nice. To enter the destinations you can also use the handwriting recognition, so we can literally just write on the screen there. Now this is intuitive, so the more and more you use it, it does pick up your handwriting. Again, sorry for the shaky camera, I'm trying to hold it with one hand and draw on the screen there. You also got voice recognition. Let's have a go, let's see what this, see if this will work. Actually it won't because you haven't done the previous. Let's switch that on first.
Speech recognition service as well. Please accept the license agreement.
Okay, we've done that. I pressed and held. Bear with me one moment. I need the toilet.
You can now say additional search terms or select a line number.
So that's quite cool and a bit of fun. So yeah, you can search, you can use the voice recognition. Obviously you can say called home or what have you, and again this is intuitive, so the more and more you use it, the more it will pick up your voice intonation and learn what you're trying to say to it. So it's definitely worth using. phone is pretty straightforward to connect. I'm going to connect that up for the customer when he arrives in a moment. I'll show you some of the hidden features which you might want to find. So if you go under car, you can mess about with drive select. There is a separate button for that, which is down there. So this will change your different driving modes. So efficiency, comfort, auto, dynamic. You can go into individual and you can change. You might prefer the sort of more aggressive throttle response, faster engine, but prefer the lighter steering, so you can chop and change between those. Efficiency assist. This will do things like intelligent coasting.
We've got a couple of problems to warn you on. So in crew,
I'll show you how to turn that off there. Right, so yeah, efficiency, intelligent coasting, predictive messages, so it'll tell you when to slow down, things like showing you what's consuming energy. So we've got the aircon on at the moment. You can change the way the air conditioning acts through auto recirculation. Driver assist, we've got speed warning. So this is sometimes something that can come on. It shouldn't come on by accident, but it can be a bit annoying if you've got it set and don't know about it. So if I set it to that, every time the car reaches 50, it beeps and the warning comes on the center binnacle there. Just switch it off by clicking down on that. Pre-sense, that's for your automatic braking. If the car slams its brakes on the front of you, the car will do its best to try and stop. So you can change how it warns you on that. If we go into settings and service, we can mess about with some of the other details of this. So as I mentioned outside, at the minute this car is set to one click, only unlocks the driver's door. You can change it just there. Of course, I've set it so press and hold the unlock button, it opens all the windows. It's set to the mirrors folding when we lock the car as well. And then car information, tyre pressure loss indicator, that's quite a handy one to know. So if you ever lose any tyre pressure, it'll tell you which tyre's down. Go and check it, put the correct pressure back in, and then just reset by pressing store on there. Service position, that is for the wipers. So if you need to change the wipers, pops them up into that position just there. Again, we'll look after that here for you if you do need them changing, but if you're doing it yourself, that's where you find that. Like I say, I'm more than happy to answer any questions regarding some of the hidden settings within this, but just a quick overview really. Change the details and brightness of the virtual cockpit. Okay, look, here we go. So if I go into dynamic, so let's change the virtual cockpit into this more sporty looking mode. That's quite cool. Let's put it back onto classic. I should have sport actually. Let's have a look what sport looks like. So there we go. So it's a bit more aggressive font on the, it's a bit more italic on the numbers there. So we'll leave it on that. And you could change the actual settings of the MMI system. It's quite cool if you quite particular about the fingerprints on the screen. You have got a actual cleaning mode. So you can wipe away at that, and it doesn't mess about with anything. So just need to press and hold the on/off button to get it back on. There we go. And then all these are added extras. So you can actually buy a data package for this. You can look at the news and weather, all on the actual MMI system. So like I say, I've probably spent far too long on that. Sorry if I bored you to death on it, but there's quite a lot to go into in that. It deserves a whole video on itself. Just quickly on the A5, air conditioning system's very nice on this. So these are sort of touch sensitive, brush your finger across them and light up. And they can sort of click up and down to change the parameters. Temperature dial on the left and right hand side. And you can also set the rear temperature from here, or you could just synchronize the whole vehicle. Heated seat buttons just there. And underneath we've got drive select, which I had a look at. That switches off the stop start. That switches off your traction control. This engages your parking sensors and rear view camera. And again, you've got settings under here, so you can change the volume of your sensors, if it fades the music, etc, etc. There's a little compartment in the middle there. You got your beautiful illuminated cup holders. auto handbrake, so that'll engage you, put your foot on the brake. And then you've got wireless charging and a USB-C input there. This has also got a USB-B at the front, so you've got a couple of places to plug in your devices. In the glove box we've got a handbook, we've got a lovely cleaning cloth, and there used to be on the old A5s a CD player in there, but there's no longer a CD player. So that's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing, we have got a height adjustment, so you can pull that down, reach and height. Then we've got our SOS button at the top and breakdown services. Just touch those to switch them on and off. Auto dimming rear view mirror, there's no buttons or anything on that. It's a very nice design. So yeah, like I say, so I was probably spent far too long on this, but just wanted to give you an oversight of some of the main controls of this vehicle. Paddle shift up and down on the gears. Oh, sorry, I will mention actually this has got matrix headlights. So if I push the indicator towards the dash, you can see it says auto there. So that's engaged the matrix headlight. So the main beam will come on automatically. It will also cut around oncoming vehicles. So yeah, it's a great. I'm not going to explain that on the video. It's quite a hard one to explain, but it's a fantastic function. The lights are connected via GPS, so that it knows the road ahead. And like I say, actually, rather than cutting your whole high beam, it cuts just a section where an oncoming car or car in front of you is. So it's a great function, but that switches it on and off. Right, a lot of babbling, a lot of shaky video, but thanks for watching. Any questions, give me a shout. Thank you very much. Bye bye.